Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Thursday, just before supper time. I'm going to try and get this video uploaded tonight. I had to jump in. You guys are incredible people. The amount of support that this channel has received over, say, the last year it's just incredible, guys. It feels good. You guys, I get all these emails and you guys are, maybe you're having a hard time, you're injured or whatever. And I get those kind of emails, Tin Man, I love watching your content and you're really helping me through a hard time. That kind of stuff feels good. Maybe you own a tree company and you're having a hard time finding a good mechanic and you're learning how to fix your own stuff. Again, that's aces, guys. Just the support. When I decided to turn the camera on, I've been on YouTube about 2 years. I think my first video was approximately 2 years ago, guys. I was just building saws and I was posting videos to YouTube just to keep track of the saws that I built. Just to kind of chronologically, keep track of my saws and stuff like that. And then people started commenting and asking questions. And I could do a video on that. Yeah, I could show that. And why not, right? I figured, why not help a few folks? And we had a small group at the beginning, maybe 40 or 50 subscribers. And that was great. It's funny, guys, but I never was like, I want to be a YouTuber when I grow up. I'm a sheet metal worker. I work long, hard hours like a lot of you guys do, and that's my norm, hanging ducked over my head all day. And this is kind of neat. It's a different thing. It's a different kind of opportunity, and I'm just having fun, guys. One thing that's taken me off guard is how much you guys are helping this channel. I really, really appreciate you guys. I'm just fired up today. I got home from work and there was a box on the table, and I'm like, wow, what, yesterday wasn't the most pleasant day at work, and I'm a person just like you guys. Sometimes, I try and have way more good days than bad days. I try to be a positive person, and I spent a lot of my life not being positive, guys, and one day I just decided, you know what, if this way isn't working, I'm going to try and look at the glass half full. And you know what, since I've been doing that, it just, life feels better. But yesterday was one of those days, guys, and I came home kind of down and out. And then again, one of you guys just lifted me up. I got to show you guys something. And then we're going to talk about buck and saw here. I'm going to answer a few questions that I've gotten. So I got this box in the mail here. How do we open it? Give me a second here, guys. Okay. So I got home yesterday, and this fella, you'll see him in the comments a lot. Tony Alto. He's a big supporter of the channel with comments, and he's just, a lot of you guys comment all the time. I like that. It's like, if you guys don't show up here for a while, I'm wondering, is that fella okay? Or, thank you guys. The comments, it's nice. It's nice to get the feedback. And so anyhow, this fella reached out to me, I don't know, a month ago, and he said, there's a couple tools that I think your shop could use. And, guys, I try and live a simple life. I try and be a simple man, a simple person. I try not to live too fancy. I grew up simple. We didn't have lots, but we had enough, and again, in my porting, guys, I try and use simple tools that most of you already have or you can get a hold of without breaking the bank, right? But there is one tool I've been wanting to try for one simple reason. I have carpal tunnel really bad, guys, and not complaining. It's just what life's dealt me. And, squeezing tin snips 10, 12 hours a day, 50, 60 hours a week, it takes its toll on a fella. I love it, though. I'm a sheet metal worker through and through. I've been doing it, you know, pretty much my whole adult life, and that's just me. But as I'm getting older, when I grind a cylinder, guys, sometimes for hours, I got, you know, pins and needles in my fingertips, and I got to take a break the next day. So I've been actually thinking about upgrading my grinder. But again, I ain't a rich man. I'm just a regular fellow like you guys, you know, one income household, and you know, I try and you know, I try and buy saws and stuff for the channel, and just to keep it rolling, you know. Anyhow, so I get this yesterday, friends, and it's like, are you kidding me, Tony? Like, seriously, dude? I've been looking to invest in one of these for quite a while, and I was just like, dude, like, guys, check this out. I'm just going to pause you here, and I'm going to unbox it. I open this up. We have a Fordham SR, okay, with the straight handpiece. I like these handpieces. They're big. They fit in my big club hands. These are cool. Here, I'll show you guys. These are cool because these will hold various size tips. Okay, whereas the Dremel I had only holds, I think, I can't remember what size it is. I think it's a 3 mil. You guys know the deal. The smaller ones, okay? So, often I buy, or I have tooling that doesn't fit. Here, I'm just going to leave this for now, friends. Okay? Look at this, friends. Like, Tony, seriously, dude. Seriously, you should have... I should have filmed me when... I just cut it open quickly in the house last night. Like, are you serious, dude? Friends, these things... Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to talk about this, but... Okay? This kind of stuff is a game changer. I've been looking at these, and I've been saving my money. I wanted to upgrade... Not because you need this stuff. And again, a full set of tooling, double cut, like exactly the stuff I use, guys. Okay? With a foot pedal. Okay. I'm going to move you guys back, and I want to discuss this for a second. Then we need to talk about that. Okay. Again, Tony, thank you, buddy. Wow. I've been pondering getting one of those for quite a while. Been saving my funds, but again, just hasn't happened. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you, buddy. You guys take good care of this fellow, I'll tell you that. Moving forward, I reached out and got some information relayed to me about that CCC piston. That piston can be put in a 372 or a 272, guys. So again, when I'm running a product on this channel, again, the Iron Horse just sent that to me. He said, I want you to check out one of these pistons. Tell me what you think. And I appreciate that. When somebody helps out a buddy of mine and I end up with that product, I'm going to study it and tell you guys what I think. And what do I think? That piston's incredible. Not just the quality of construction and the components, the dimensions. I started measuring that the other night, guys, and it's like the sky's the limit with that piston and that saw. It's just right where I would want it. It's a blank canvas. So basically there's no limitations. So those guys at CCC know what they're doing. So again, anybody that's helping out a buddy of mine, and inevitably it ends up helping out my channel, I'm gonna give them props, because that thing's incredible. So I'm super excited to fire the saw up because of that piston in there. And then with those bearings, it's like, whoa. Anyhow, also I was looking on their website. They make a piston for old Betsy here, the old 365 special. Got me thinking, this thing's a monster. Well, what if we shaved, 20 grams off the piston? Be interesting. She's got good bearings in her, so anyhow, something to think about for the future, perhaps. Maybe I'll have to try that, swap one of their pistons into one of my saws that I put tons of time on, and see what the difference is shaving weight, because I've never done stuff like that, and that might be interesting. Anyhow, I pulled this saw out. I've been getting a lot of questions about this saw. I guess you guys are digging into my older videos. And this was the first saw I ever ported on this channel. If you guys go back, it's in a playlist. You can see the porting. I believe I gave the timing numbers on this saw. Now, those timing numbers from back then are not actually the numbers I'm running in this saw. I wanted to clarify that. I have taken this saw apart several times and tweaked it. And it's substantially hotter than the first time we built it. These things are not particularly fast out of the box. They're very torquey. They're a good saw. 365 Special is one of my favorite all-purpose cutting saws. They're not the fastest saw, but they're very stout for what they are. Just a sweet running saw. And that's the reason, like, these things have a huge following. A lot of fellas, a lot of you guys out there that I talk to have one of these and say, I love that saw. It's a good saw. This thing is turned up super hot, okay? So I wanted to clarify that. I get people asking me for the timing numbers on this saw. The reason why I don't give out those super high timing numbers, it's not that I'm trying to hide anything. It's that I don't want you guys to get yourselves into trouble. Chances are, if you're asking me what the numbers are in this saw, you're probably a newer builder, which is okay. I was there before also. I'm glad I didn't shoot for the moon on my early builds, because I probably would have scattered parts or ended up with lackluster saws. Two strokes are about balance, and when people that build saws all the time and have been doing it for a while and really know the craft, they know that little tweak here or shape there. There's more to a build like this than just the timing numbers. You have to take squish into account and little things like that to know how far you can take it. And the other thing is that I love when I watch other channels. I don't watch a ton of YouTube all the time, just because of time constraints. But I do watch other channels, and I've been watching a little channel lately. I was watching the fellow's video. I think it was late this morning or early this afternoon. I popped in and watched the video. Mac 131. You guys see him in the comments. Seems like a good fella. He's learning how to port power saws. And I like those channels that people are learning. And they say, hey, I'm just learning how to do this. I really want to learn. That's good. Because for newcomers, there's a fellow that you can learn with and you know, help his channel out. The guy's putting up good content. He's putting it out regularly. And it's like, there's a fellow that you can learn with. And, you know, but I watch I'll watch channels like that. And it's interesting to me because it really solidifies why I don't give out my hot numbers, okay? On some of these saws. Some of them are just strong work saw builds. But he's doing a Mac 1010, just a regular 1010. I don't think it's a 1010S. And he's doing a home light. Both of those have double exhaust ports, okay? There's a bridge in there. When you're porting those, they got to be dead even. If they're not, if one cracks before the other, you're going to kind of destabilize your combustion chamber. And your transfers, one transfer might have a little more pressure fighting it to fill. You might have an incomplete, you know, you might have transfers that aren't filling at the same rate just because pressure differentials in the combustion chamber. Okay, that's how I see it anyways. Maybe I'm wrong. And again, a lot of the stuff we do is just an educated guess. There's really no way to quantify that. Yeah, you could look at scorch patterns on the top of your piston, but again, a lot of this stuff that we do is what we think is going on, and we have no way to quantify it. And again, that's why I don't argue in comments or any of that about my way's better than your way, because honestly, what's better? If there was only one truck, you know, like, why is there so many different kinds of trucks and so many configurations? Because everybody's better truck is better to them. So it's like, I don't argue porting theory. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling, but he's going 2 degrees on his exhaust port, right? He got a little high on one, so he had to bring the other one, and he kind of tweaked them. I think he ended up with an extra degree or degree and a half by the time he got them level. I think that was the right choice he made, because you want those things to crack at the same time. You really do. And it's hard to do on those old, you know, those old bridged port saws. Okay? I think he made the right decision for two reasons. One, he made the right decision not going too hot. And two, he made the right decision equalizing those. Now, I'm watching his channel and I see his numbers. And his numbers are still well within the safe zone. Now, if he reached out to me and said, Tin Man, I want a hot 1010, and I went, put the exhaust at whatever, 90, 98, which would be too hot for that saw, by the way, but you guys get what I'm saying. Or put the exhaust at 100. What if he ground it to 95? That saw wouldn't pull chain at all, okay? So, or I'm just, you know, I'm giving random numbers, but you guys get what I'm saying. Or you know, where did you put the exhaust roof on that saw? And I said 105, and that's the absolute limit that I know of based on that saw. What if you went to 100 by mistake because you've never ground before? There's no room for error. And now if you don't have a lathe, you can't drop the cylinder. So, again, folks, I'll never tell you guys not to do something, but remember, when you first start grinding, you're learning, right? And I've been grinding with that Dremel forever. I can just rip off transfers and all that stuff with that thing quick. That Fordham, I'm going to have to relearn my technique, because that's going to run different than that. That's going to have more torque, and I use aggressive bits, so I'm going to have to, you know, see how quickly they cut, right? So, again, even for me, now that I have a different grinder, I'm going to have to modify my technique based on the tooling and the grinder that I have. So, that's why I won't give spicy timing numbers to a novice, because I want you to succeed. I want you to have fun and putt ski around in your shop and just chill, right? And you'll get there if you put the time in. So that's the deal there. I love this saw. It's, you know, and again, guys, that's why I keep most of the saws you've seen on this channel are still here, because I want to relive my own work 2, 3, 5 years down the road. Was that saw as good as I thought it was, or could it be better? And the only way to know if your memory is based in reality is to, you know. And it's funny, guys, I haven't been in this saw in a year and a half probably, and it's like this thing rips. And it's, you know, the first saw I ever did with a timing wheel on the channel, and I still like it today as much as I did then. If I built another one of these, I'd build it the same way as this, because it's just a good saw. I found the right balance of speed and torque, and this thing's fast, but it still will pull a longer bar. So I'm still happy with it. So anyhow, just wanted to check in with you guys. It's Thursday night. I'm going to try and get this uploaded. It might be a little bit of a later video, but I just wanted to say, hey, Tony, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. You guys are reaching out to me. We got some crazy saws coming from you guys. I don't even know what to say. But this fella's feeling the love of the YouTube out there, and I appreciate it, guys. You guys brighten my day regularly, and you know, it's a good thing we have going on here, and let's continue it. Anyhow, as always, thanks for watching. Take her easy. Later, guys. Tony, buddy, thank you. Later.